Hello, my fantastic, I guess, watchers, not videos this time. Instead of, again, doing the same old writing on my blog, whatever, I just kind of wanted to do another video blog because they're so easy and I'm lazy. Not gonna lie. It's Thursday after work and I've had a shit day, so I really just feel like video blogging, so I'm typing it out because I have been sitting on a computer all effing day. So anyways, tonight's kind of video blog, I just kind of wanted to talk about dating, basically. I know the first thing that comes to mind is I'm obviously not the first person you would think of when it comes to talking about dating. Just because Keith and I have been together for over 5 years, it's going to be 5.5 years actually in April. Yay, go me. So like I said, obviously I'm not the first person that somebody would want to go to for where to pick men up and go on dates, but I will tell you that a long time ago when I was single, I just remember it being hard. Brings me back to my Valentine's Day post about flaunting it, working in it, being hard, and it was hard. I mean, you know, where would you even search for somebody? I mean, if I had to do it all over again, if God forbid something happened, I wouldn't even know where to start. You know, I'd be a totally different person this time around. I will tell you also, the book, He's Just Not That Into You, changed my life, my whole perspective on love and men, really, in general. And just the fact that, you know, what I took from the book was men aren't difficult. It's women who create these difficult scenarios and situations in their heads that make them go crazy. Men either want you or they don't. You know, if he's not calling, he's not into you, you know. If you're not having sex, he's not into you. If he's married, he's not that into you. And I mean, these guys can keep promising all of these different things, especially married men, saying, oh yeah, you know, we're going to get a divorce, we're going to do that. Unless he is certifiably divorced, he's not fucking going anywhere. And I don't mean to swear, but it's just a subject that gets me I'm really passionate about. It's just how women are always like making excuses for men. It really bothers me because I'm just like, I want to give them a copy of this book. It could be somebody totally random, and I just want to be like, listen, you need to read this because you sitting around here making excuses for why, you know, this guy isn't calling or, you know, this guy is not doing this or whatever. No, drop him like a bad habit because there is, you know, 100 other men in line who will be worth your time, not this loser. Okay, so anyways, I'm done ranting about that. It just kind of really irritates me, if you can't already tell. So if you want me to talk about that book a little bit more, trust me, I can go on for hours talking about that. But I had to write little point forms on my computer so I wouldn't forget what I was talking about, believe it or not. Like I said, getting back to it, if I had to do it all over again, where do you even meet men? Okay, like where do you meet them? I need somebody single to comment on where you meet these available bachelors. Mr. Tie Me Up, Tie Me Down, you know, is who I'd like to meet. Well, not now, but back then. My camera keeps moving because I'm shaking my desk. I'm sorry. Yeah, where do you find them? Do you walk past them on the street? I mean, because obviously that's, you know, been so successful with 100 women in the past. I could probably count on one hand how many women have successfully met a man by passing him by in the street and been like, oh my god, that's my soulmate. No, that doesn't work like that, ladies. I'm going to tell you that right now. I have a question mark here online where you can meet men. I know it's kind of scary for a lot of people, but a lot of people are really getting into it. A girl that I work with, she has some friends that were on eHarmony, and she said every single one of them who was on eHarmony married the person that they met. So that's good. I mean, I know a couple of girls that, not going to name names, who were on it and just didn't really have a very successful rate, but I mean, I don't know, I think it just depends maybe how serious you are. And not saying that they weren't serious, but I guess you just really have to be committed and into it. It's kind of a crazy site. So anyways, I will admit, Keith and I did meet online. I'm not going to divulge more into that, but I did the whole online dating thing. I met some different people on there, and well, I'll tell you, I had to go through, as I said in one of my blogs, a thick fog of douchebaggery to find my darling prince. There's just a lot of creepers out there. There's a lot of guys who you'll talk to online who don't want a relationship or a date. They just, want to make friends with, the vagine that's in your pants. So, and you just really have to watch out for that. But I mean, online dating is getting really popular. A lot of people have met on there and get married, a lot more than I think would like to admit. So that's a real good place to do it. Another one I wrote down was coffee shops. I don't know anybody who's really met in one before. I suppose you have to go to one like every single day before you actually met one and pretend to read your book, but really you're like scoping out the scene. Grocery stores. I actually heard about this thing. I think I read it in the paper quite a few years back, but they were having like this date night in a grocery store because there was some fact that a lot of people meet at grocery stores. You both pick up the same block of cheese. Ooh, romance is in the air. Yeah, hardly. I can tell you from personal experience that I haven't really ever saw anybody mildly attractive in the grocery store. People either go right after work and they look raggedy and they're cranky, or they come in their friggin' pajamas. But I mean, they had this date night and it could have been successful, it could have not, who knows. I wasn't there, obviously. Another one, speed dating. That's really popular. I know there are some places in the city that do that. I don't know anybody who's went on that. I've never done it, but I wouldn't mind as support for another person. I wouldn't obviously date anybody, but I wouldn't mind, like, if a friend wanted to go, I would just go, just to have that experience, sit at the table talk to somebody for 5 minutes and learn their, like, life story in, a couple of minutes. So, I mean, I would go. If anybody's up for it, I am there with you. Another one I wrote down was through friends, meeting somebody through friends. A lot of people have that. It's kind of a boring story, I guess, but it's like your friends know you really well, so, and if they have a single friend, you have a single friend. I mean, the only bad part is that, let's say the relationship doesn't work out and the other person turns out to be a total douchebag, you kind of look bad for setting that person up. So, I mean, if you're willing to risk it that way, then go forth. Family is another one. Your family obviously knows you better than anybody else. At the same time, though, family can maybe set you up with somebody that you don't want. Your family could just go for either looks or they could go for just money. It doesn't matter how he treats you as long as he's rich, go that way. But if you have a good family and your family knows a lot of people and can set you up with somebody great, then, I mean, go forth. Another big one is meeting somebody at a bar or at a club or something. That one, I have a lot of personal experience in that one. Obviously, I used to partay hard, yeah, I just, it'd be hard, I think, to really get a relationship through somebody at the bar because everybody's drunk, everybody just wants to go home with somebody else and have, the old one-night stand business. I do know a few examples of people who have met and married through the bar scene at a club or whatever, but you gotta be looking for it, and you can't be this drunk, slobbery, slutty girl. Not that I would know without experience. Anyway, yeah, I came up with all these examples, but I was like, where do you meet somebody, like how can you go about it? Like, if I had to do it over again, I just wouldn't even know where to start. I mean, I'd probably be single for the rest of my life because I wouldn't know, sorry, my cat is freaking meowing. I wouldn't know where to, where to start, like I said 56 times already. It's tough out there, and I'm sure, but I feel like you just can't give up. Like I said, I'm not the best person to know about this because I'm not in the dating scene right now, but I know some girls, some of my besties who are single and are just having kind of a tough time. They find a great guy and then he lets them down by either becoming a stalker or a cheater or, I love you too soon, Charlie. Just different ways. Stalker seems to be a big one on, the list, which is unfortunate because why are people like that in the first place? People are fucked. Sorry to make you swear. But anyways, that's going to be my whole blog tonight. So I know it was super long, but I love it. Oh, my cat's meowing. Hi, baby. Hi, you want to come see? You want to see my cat? Sure you do. Oh. This is my Jam Jam. Say hi, baby. Hi, who's that in the camera? That's her. Yeah, this is my Jam Hands. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed my blog for this evening. That's all I have to say. So leave a comment, question, you have any love advice, or who's ever gave you, you know, the best type of advice out there. So anyways, that's all for tonight. Thanks for watching.